by a couple things, Troy. A couple things. Would y'all agree the year goes by fast?
Oh yeah.
Okay. How many of y'all set New Year's resolutions and hit them? Okay, what was it, Ashley?
For 2012?
Yeah.
Well, I had many, but I would fall off from hitting all of them.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So Norvell just said to get in the company, right? I mean, it's a major thing what Norvell went through. Think about this. Norvell sat around for 3 or 4 years until he could get what? Accepted into this company. Would you agree? He had a vision. Come on. And he had a damn the torpedo mentality. I'm getting in whether they like it or not. He forced it to happen. He had faith and he believed enough where guess what? Time wasn't a matter. He will do time. Okay, but he made it happen. Okay, that's how many of y'all like that stuff. I mean, that's a hero story there. Okay, and I really believe he can be the horse in this company. This in 2013, not just Primerica, not just our office, the whole company. I think he could be the feel-good story around the whole thing. Okay, anybody else set a New Year's resolution and hit it? Okay, because most people don't even set a New Year's resolution, much less hit anything. Okay. So one of the things I'll start with this morning is we got to be goal setters and goal achievers, okay? And one of the things I've noticed over 19 years, my wife and I will be married 20 years, January 8th, 20 years, okay? How many of y'all would agree that's called a commitment? Come on, would you agree things always ain't perfect, right? How many of y'all would agree murder's an option sometimes, right? Divorce is not, but murder is. And one of the things that you know, because I think once you're around somebody for 20 years, you kind of know what they do and you kind of know how they are, right? And you got to make it fresh, you got to make it exciting. And one of the things I know about Primerica is the same way. You can find all kinds of things that you don't like about Primerica, right or wrong. And really, most of those things is for who? Come on, who is it? It's really you, all right? So I'm very excited about our 2013 year and one of the things I love is being surrounded by winners and being around people that want to do something special with their life. And I thank y'all for giving me the confidence because you're here this morning. You see what I'm saying? And the support because y'all feed me. Come on, how many of y'all, does that make sense? Okay? Because if I didn't have people eager to learn, it'd be hard for me to get up here and perform. Okay? So let's throw out a few questions before we start. We got 5 minutes until start time. Any questions about goals? Any questions about how to win in Primerica? How can you get to the next level? Because I feel like if we go into what I'm about to cover, because this is some deep stuff I'm about to cover, okay? But I know if it lands on you guys in different ways at different times in your life, it's going to cause you to grow, all right? So I want you to know that, all right?
When you went on your run to RVP, what was your work ethic? What were you...
Here's what it was. Y'all ready? It was a combination of this. I saw the ring wearers. How many of y'all can relate to it? Y'all got to really hone in here. I saw the ring wearers. I was like, man, that bucktooth person got one. And this is my mentality. It's like kind of going to the mall and mall watching. How many of y'all ever been to the mall watch people like, no, she don't. She don't have them tight pants on and buttons all right. You know what I'm talking about, right? So I saw that when I first, hey Jared, when I first got into the business. That's the first thing that kind of lured me in. I was like, man, if that person can do it. So it kind of was something I was like, man, if they can do it, I'm gonna get mine, and I'm gonna see what it takes to build ring wearers. So truly, the first day, that was what I wanted. I wanted to be something special, okay? But I was also extremely coachable. Bill Whittle said, Troy, all you gotta do is put me in front of 30 people in 30 days. So as I did that, Troy, kind of what you're doing right now, that's kind of how I grew right here. It's kind of like our guys didn't know nothing about nothing, but we had our notepads. We started everything they told us to do, we would do. Man, they told us to dress sharp. We started dressing sharp. It was like, man, I ain't got man. Let's go to Salvation Army. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know nothing about khakis and blues and and you wear a white shirt and you kind of interchange stuff. They had to teach me that stuff. And so by being around it and seeing 30 people in 30 days, it kind of Look, Daniel, it started to grow, and I started becoming a leader without even knowing I was becoming a leader, because I was so coachable. And by being coachable, by seeing 30 people in 30 days, what do you think happened? 15 people became clients, 7 or 8 people became recruits, and next thing I was like, man, this ain't nothing. And then they kept recognizing me for doing what? Nothing. All I was doing is what they told me to what? Do. So there's two things there Daniel, is I had credibility and I had a tremendous desire to do something great with my life. I had credibility and I had a tremendous desire to do something great with my life. So all I did is I went and used my credibility, went and saw people that I knew, liked, or trust, or would they like me, family or whatever, okay? Got in front of as many people as I could, and then guess what I did with my people? Same thing. And I never stopped, never stopped. Okay, so that's what I did. And then over what? Time, 3 years, 5 years, you got to do that over and over again. Have another little run, another little run, another little run, another little run. Next thing you know, you got a team. You look back and you got all kinds of licensed agents doing it for their families.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So
we talk about this.
that's okay.
We talk about goals and hitting a goal. I got 3 licenses this year. My next goal is 2013 through 12.
Okay.
How do you, like, how does that?
How do you go from 3 to 12? How do you do that?
Right.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so something's obviously got to change, but would you agree a year ago you weren't as good as you are now? Right? Okay? So you kind of stumbled on 3. Does that make sense? But you never had the compound yet happen. That was kind of like, you know, and maybe there's 3 not even here right now, maybe 1 or 2 are. But my point is, if you have a goal to get 12 codes, all it is you break it down in simple parts and you say, okay, that's just 1 code a month, 1 code a month, 1 code a month, 1 code a month, versus 12 codes. Oh my gosh, that seems like it's hard. 1 ain't hard for 30 days. So that means you got to get what? 5, 10 recruits into your business on a monthly basis to generate that 1 code. Because most people don't do what they say they're going to do. And that's where most people get thrown off. They're like, man, I got my 1 recruit, they didn't become licensed. Well, yeah, they're not. You don't have anybody for them to play with. Does that make sense? So the more people you have in your family, would you agree, the food gets put on the table, if you don't put your hand in there and get it, you ain't eating. Come on, work with me. It's the same kind of thing. So the more people you have on your team, guess what? Would you agree they start synergizing, creates energy. Next thing you know, you start getting codes that you didn't even have to try to do because of peer pressure. Oh, you got license? What? You buck tooth person, you got license? I gotta go get my license. I ain't got no excuses now. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I use the buck tooth. So if there's somebody with buck teeth in there, you know, it's okay. All right. Anybody else? Good questions. Anybody else? If y'all could, y'all can scoot up to the front, okay? And they got another seat right here. Perfect seat, Jared, just for you, right there. Look at that. Get a nice seat. With all the paperwork and everything, so if you can leave the paperwork for somebody else. Here, can you give that keep that on a chair, that other set of paperwork you had? Appreciate it. Thank you, Jared. Give it up for Jared, all the way out from Cutoff, Louisiana. What? Vacation day, Primerica. That ain't a vacation. It's your business.
As a new regional vice president, how do you get your business going again to where with your replacement and, you know,
write this down, you ready? Get a list. Watch, get a list. If you don't have a list of names, guess what? Make a list. How do you make a list? Go get insane. So I'm giving it to him right here. Here it is. And it never changes. Get a list and do what? Make those calls and what? Set those appointments. Set the appointments. Go on more appointments than anybody else. And then if you don't have appointments, guess what? You better be prospecting more than anybody else so you can generate a what? A list. And there's all different kinds of ways to prospect. Okay? But what's going to drive him to do that is understanding the numbers. Nick needs to understand the numbers. Right. Nick needs to know, guess what? If I do X, Y, Z, I'm going to make 6 figures this year. He's got to get totally sold out on what I'm about to teach this morning about 2013. If he does 50 by 60, 50 recruits by 60,000 in production, that's going to generate him 75,000 in income just in life insurance on his own pen. He does $1 million in trades, that's another 30,000 plus in RVP income. That's 80,000 a month in trades. If you have a what goal to do that, would you agree he'll start writing that, D'Artagnan? D'Artagnan just hit, we can do turbo apps on mutual funds, just did 2 on turbo, mutual fund turbo.
Yeah, I'm about to do another 20 in about an hour.
Look at that. Okay? So y'all see what I'm saying? So if you make that a goal, don't worry about a team.
So just become a new recruit.
Damn right. Go light the board up on a what? A high contract. Y'all getting this? 110% contract. How many of y'all want that contract? Yeah. Come on.
Me?
Can y'all all tell him how good that would be?
Lovely.
Come on, guys, look. So what we tend to do as a new RVP, we forget about where we were. So now that's a 110% contract plus a 10% bonus. If you go over 10,000, would you agree? That's all he needs to focus on. And then, so watch, in conjunction, is that a word? In conjunction with it, thank you, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. In conjunction with doing that, he's got to sell where he's what? Going. That way, when people start gravitating to his big checks that he generates, okay, next thing you know, he starts building his attendance, build your attendance, build your attendance, build your attendance, and then brick by brick, you start getting what? 12 code numbers. He gets 12 code numbers as a regional vice president. He's beating everybody in the state, personally. And you drive your income over 100,000. Now, Kirby can spotlight his new $100,000 earner. It's a product of our what? System. Y'all see what I'm saying? Now you lend credibility to Kirby. Then when Kirby speaks, it's guess what? It's golden because he's proven it. Does this make sense? Come on, guys. Yeah. So you're literally the cork in Kirby's organization right now. You're the cork. You're holding back everybody in that organization, believe it or not, based on you winning or not winning. So now you go win. What happens to the cork? Here goes Jared sitting going, damn, I want to make $8 grand like Nick just did. That's freedom. I want that freedom. Okay, you got complete control. Okay, so I put on Facebook and also got I took a picture of it. The genie coming out of the bottle. How many of y'all saw that? All right. So the genie coming out of the bottle. What that means? The genie kind of looks down at the what? The bottle, and whatever you ask the genie to do, it's going to do.
All right.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, and that's where most people screw up. They're still so focused on not winning, and why they're not winning, that internal talk, their internal talk, we'll talk about that this morning, their internal talk is like 16,000 times more than what they're saying out loud.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Right. So it's that internal talk. So change your internal talk. Well, how do I do that? Put it in writing. Put it in writing. Put it on your menu. That's your menu. So this is your menu. This is my menu for 2013. That's what we're doing this morning. Okay? You got it? All right. All right, so here we go. Let's get started. Y'all ready to get started?
Mm-hmm.
How many of y'all was that pretty good? Okay, so put it on your menu. Put it on your damn menu. You don't like what you got in your life? Guess what? Change your menu. Change your menu. I could probably stop right there, just with that right there. Just change your menu. I'm telling you, there's something to say about that. And watch this. How can somebody walk in like you said? I don't forget things, okay? Certain things I do forget that I don't want to remember. Does that make sense, right? Yeah. But I remember her saying, damn, she was telling somebody in our office, you can make $50,000 a month. $50,000, $60,000 a month. Do you remember when you said that? Now I hear, right? And I'm sitting there going, okay, she's a Rottweiler. You see what I'm saying? So you leave that thing hanging in a tree, guess what the Rottweiler does? You ever seen a Rottweiler do that?
Yeah.
To strengthen their jaws?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you got to be with your goals and dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And look, the legs are flying everywhere. That Rottweiler's holding on, holding on. Don't let others rent space in your what?
Yeah.
In your head. Don't let others rent space in your head. So lock onto that thing. There's nothing you can't do. Nothing. Nothing. All right? So, I'm in hunt for people like that. I mean, I'm hunting for them. All right? When you go hunting for things you want, you find it. All right? And when you ask God to praise what your efforts and bless you and all those things and be with you and, expand my territory, put it in front of me, Lord, you know what I'm saying? You ask for things, guess what? He's going to deliver. All right? That's just some general stuff. All right? Now, y'all ready to get started? Right. Come on, y'all ready to get started? One more question.
Yep.
One more? Where's my thing? All right. So this morning, hopefully that helps. All right. Now, you know what? Let me start with something real quick. There we go. All right. So you notice it says 2012. This was Bill Whittle's statement year from 2011. So in 2011, he did the same thing as he did in 2012 going into 2013. And I can go back 19 years with Bill Whittle, and every year I know what's coming. What do you think's coming?
The last
goals. The whole month of December is goals and statements and affirmations and all that kind of stuff. Write these kind of little things down. These are little tidbits for team building, Norvell. So watch. I know Norvell, and a lot of you will do this, will go run this play. I know Ashley's the type that will run this play. All right? Go get some little cards, little index cards, and make them small enough, maybe like little business cards made, and put your 2013 goals, your top 5 goals, where you can carry your goal cards. As a matter of fact, when you do it, give me one so I can do mine. Okay? So my point is, go get the little cards done, and it's got your top 5 things you want in Primerica to happen. And on the back side, put as many of the things you want to accomplish that mean something to you in 2013 on the backside, laminate it, right? Laminated, or get multiple cards done, Norvell, where every week your team's got to fill them out again. Hey, give me your original, but guess what? Every week they got to refill them out. Why? Because by refilling them out, they got to take it out of their pocket and rewrite them again. Versus just that little New Year's resolution that they kind of fade away. So now every week as a leader, you pass the cards out again. Does this make any sense? Yeah. That's $1 million idea right there. So you ask me, how did I do it? Those are the things I did when I was brand new. Fanatic. People didn't have their goals cards. Guess what? Get out of my office. And we wouldn't kick them out. We'd be like, get out of here. You ain't serious. So now, guess what we do? Hey, you got your goals cards on you. Guess what? People wouldn't come in the office without their what? Come on, their goals cards. So that means if you're a man and you change at night, right? What do you do with your change and all the stuff? Look, what do? Take it out and put it on the counter somewhere, right or wrong? Right. So that means, where are you seeing it again? Right. All the time. You're seeing it all the time. Very, very simple to do, but very simple not to what? Do. No different than the advertising on TV about the LSU game tonight. And the Sugar Bowl coming up on Wednesday. And then what? BCS champion. Y'all see what I'm saying? Notre Dame, they're building up. They're building up, and guess what we're going to do? We're going to probably watch the game because it's been imprinted into our brain. Whether you like it or not. Now, let me turn it on. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? All right.
Hey, Troy.
Yes.
I have reminders set on my phone.
Yep.
They beep once an hour.
Perfect. Show me how to do it for mine.
And it works like a charm. Just like these goals you want to write down, put it on your phone and it beep.
It'll beep and let you know.
Let you know.
Isn't that something?
You can have it beep every hour. Every one of your goals will come up, or one goal at a time, or whatever.
Wow. Dan, you need to take charge of that, right? So those are some key things I did, because they're great questions y'all asked. What did it take for me to win when I was coming up? Because I started the meeting off with, I've been married for 20 years as of January 8th, okay? 20 years. So now you got a 12-year-old, now you got a 9-year-old, now you got a what, 5-year-old? Things have what? Change. How many of y'all would agree? I can remember when we were dating, we would act like we had kids in the back seat. Hey, shut up! It's gonna be cool when we got kids, huh? Who would do that kind of crap? Look, I get chills. Can anybody relate to this? I mean, we were dating, we're like, man, what's gonna be like with kids? What do you think they're gonna look like? Now, would y'all agree? We were envisioning what our family was gonna be. Even in that realm, right? How many of y'all didn't have a girlfriend or don't have a girlfriend and envision what it's gonna be like? Come on, or a boyfriend, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So you've got to do the same thing there. Write down the top 10 things you want in a woman, top things you want in a man. Or else you're just going to take any good thing that comes along. Right or wrong? Right. And you should be able to check them off. You know what I'm saying? And some of them are like, damn, they ain't doing that one. Right? I don't know. Let's give it a little bit more time. You see what I'm saying? But you got that's how you got to be. And then at the end of the day, you got to be, you know what? Okay, this is good. Right? I'm going to move forward. Right?
3 out of 10.
So you know, I'm trying to use these different examples to help, okay? But before I go into 2011, this was statement in the year 2011, and I can go back every year again from Bill Whittle's stuff and know that December was a goal-setting month, affirmation month. This is where people what? This is where most people quit. Listen to me. That's why I'm so jacked up about the room. Look at this. Mm-hmm. We called the meeting today, and guess what? Who showed up? What? No, the ones who want to show up.
True.
Right or wrong. I can remember times I didn't want to go to Bill Whittle's meetings. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? It's like, damn, I'm going to hear the same damn shit. Mm-hmm. Same damn thing. I know all this stuff already, right? But what it really is what? Just getting back in it and recorrecting for what? Maybe some of my things, right? And then one with the most people make the most money. But I knew all that. Y'all see what I'm getting at? Mm-hmm. All right. So before I start, this is 2011, 2012. So let's write this down on your I put a lot of sheets right there. There's 4 sheets that I did, I know that. But on your goal 2013, on your goal 2013, not 12, this is 2011 going to 12, but I like it a lot, and I don't have enough time to go over everything in here, so I'm going to try to do the best I can to kind of prove what visualization does for you and goals, okay? So over here it says goals 2013. What I like you right on the top, this is the hierarchy goal, okay? In order to do something great, you got to state what you're going to do. And you got to be a part of something big before you have something what? Big. Something good to write down. You You gotta be a part of something before you have something.
Right.
How many of y'all were athletes in here? I know Luis was, D'Artagnan, Daniel, myself. Ain't that something? We need a lot more athletes. A lot more athletes. Why? Because athletes know how to what? Compete. Athletes know how to what? Go through pain. You were an athlete too? What you played? You were too? Right? So you can relate. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not saying if you weren't, you can't. What I'm saying is you need to start becoming like an athlete. Because athletes can understand this kind of stuff. Right? So watch. It says 2013. What I'd like you to put up top is 2,000 recruits and 2,000 families helped. Just please write that down. Right next to it, put 250 licensed agents. So watch, out of 2,000 inventory, we're going to get 250 out of that 2,000 to get licensed in Primerica. Can we handle that, team?
Yeah.
So let's break that down, Omega. Break it down. Out of 2,000 families, right? We get 250 people licensed out of 2,000 recruits to come in. How many is that a month? 10 times 20 is what? 200, right? Just real quick, guys. I'll know the math, right? So watch. 10 times 12 is, 10 times 2 is what? 20. So we know that it's what? 10 times 12 is 240. What is it? 220, right? Come on, guys. I just want to play. 240, okay? So how many do we need every month? 20. So we need at least 20 codes in this organization to get what? 250. To get the 250 codes, we need 20 a month. Now, watch what I'm trying to say. So you don't just say, oh, he's just throwing a goal out there. No. Within Brian's team, within Kirby's team, within my RVP's teams, in my base shop, how can we not hit 20 codes a month? So now you take each individual leader unit, you take personal responsibility within the what? Big picture of what's going to happen. But you got to, go ahead.
That's like I was just on the phone. I've been up since about 7:30 coordinating a licensing class, an impromptu licensing class in Shreveport. And the codes that you got to get up, you got to do everything you can to increase it. We got 4 people right now taking an online simulator together in Shreveport, just pushing ahead to that meeting you had on Friday. Everything in on codes. It's got to be the biggest focus in the world.
No doubt. Okay, big time. So now when we get licensed agents, how many of y'all can drive now? How many remember when you couldn't drive, you like piling in somebody's car, right? Hopefully they weren't drinking and driving. You know what I'm saying, right? So watch. All I'm saying is 250 codes. What part are you going to play? Anybody want to share? What part are you going to play personally and your what team? Shady.
We're going to get 10 new direct codes this year, minimum. Okay. Probably 12. We're working on at least 10.
All right.
And we want a minimum of 75 to 80 codes in the base shop plus hierarchy.
Okay. I'm not going to have time enough today to show you this, but 75 codes would be number 1 in the state.
Yeah.
Number 1 in the state in this base shop, 75 codes. Matter of fact, 10 to 12 codes personally would be number 1 in the state as well. Write that down. I'm trying to help some of y'all, and some of y'all are going to write, I'm going to have 100 codes. Well, guess what? Get on 75 first, or get on 12 first. Right? Not saying you can't, but maybe you say, you know what? I'm going to hit 50 codes before the 6th month of the year. Before June, so set a halfway mark and say, you know what, we're going after this. Then you can readjust because now you got more people and more leaders in place to say, you know what, we're going to take it over, we're going to do double what we did last 6 months, we're going for this. Does that make sense? Break it down. Thanks, Shade. All right, anybody else on
12 personal.
12 personal, 50 team, right? 25, okay, all right. Yeah, that's right, 50,000. All right, got it. He sent me his goals so I know his stuff. Go ahead.
10 personal.
10 personal.
12 personal, 40 team.
12 personal, 40 team. Anybody else?
10 personal, 20 team.
10 personal, 20 teams. Would you agree? We're stating it. Look, that's the first start of success. Then you got to, because what did I say earlier when he asked, how did you win? I started saying crazy stuff. People are like, damn, okay, you going somewhere? I'm coming with you. So by stating it and then by having it on paper, it imprints and then going over it weekly, like I said with the goals card. Who's going to make goals cards? Everyone on your team needs to have goals cards. They asked me, what did you do back then? Well, guess what? We went fanatic. We had goals cards. Bill asked, I was like the guinea pig for everything. Bill would say, hey, if I want to try it, like kind of, let Mikey try it. You might like it. So Bill would send Gary Cox in. Bill would send Jim Hoyt in. It all started in my office, just like he's doing with Bubba Alexander now, right? So the fact is, he would do it with us because he knew we would do it. And the next thing I know, it started working, and then he would put it through the whole hierarchy. Is this making any sense?
Yeah.
So some of y'all are going to start doing some of the things I'm asking you to do. Who's going to make the cards? Immediately go to Kinko's or whatever, go make the cards, and have enough available where you can pass them out to your team, and when they show up to the office, hey, show me your gold cards. Show me them. And you get them laminated and make it a big deal. And it's real simple, real simple. Affirmations on the back, maybe the things they want on the back, and then the top 5 things on the front. All right. So on the top, what's on the top? The hierarchy goal. Right? The hierarchy goal, which is inside of Bill's goals, which is inside of what? The company's goals. Does this make sense?
Right.
So it's kind of like reaching up to reach up to reach up. All right, now, and by you doing your part, do your job, like Sean Payton said, the whole team wins. Now, here's the part that I'm going to keep and stamping. If you just do this, you can be an RVP. You do this, what's on this page, you're an RVP, and I'm not getting off of this page. It's proven. This is proven stuff. This is definitely stuff that works. Now, everybody wants to do what? Let's just go over training. Get away from this. Let me just come to another training class. This is what works. So I know if I've got somebody doing this, what do I want you to do? If you're doing this, what do I want you to do? Be at the meetings early. Stay early. Get here early. Stay late. Why? Because the meetings need who? You. Come on. Right now, we don't have anybody doing this. Carly says, so guess what? You need to what? Devour this. Eat it up. Like this, look. Ash, I need you to eat this up. So now I have somebody I can point to. Jared, do you understand what I'm saying? So now if we don't have anybody we can point to that's eating it up and doing this, guess what? Nobody's going to go do it.
Right.
Everybody's going to follow the people who aren't doing it.
Right.
And wonder why the numbers aren't growing.
Right.
All right. At the bottom of it, I want you to put your team goals. And by the way, some of you technical people might be able to make this sheet better for me where we can have the hierarchy goal at the top and then your personal team goals, maybe your base shop goals in the bottom, right? Because that's your personal goal in the middle. Does that make any sense? So my hierarchy has different units. So that let's say it's Brian Harris's unit, or let's say it's Shay Dufresne's unit, or let's say it's Kirby's unit, right? That now they have their goal at the bottom and your team goals within that goal. It's helping the big goal. All right, y'all got that? Any questions or comments on that? Are y'all ready to work?
Yeah.
Remember, I'm blanketing today. I'm blanketing. I'm throwing things out there. Some of it's going to land on you wherever you're at in the business, okay? But this is going to be some high-end stuff right here. All right, can we get that light on that? Trey, thank you. Give it up for Trey, new district manager. How many people you got on your team? 12 people on his team, 18 years old, still in high school. I don't care where they come from. How about y'all? See, that would not be the norm. That's not the norm. And let's understand, that's not the norm. That's the exception.
Right.
But I play with who I got. How many of y'all like that game plan? Can't kick you off.
Bear Bryant won a lot of years.
What? Florida right now in the Sugar Bowl has no great athletes, and you always know Florida's they always got these. What's the one that plays for Percy Harvin and all these? They always used to have these. Now this year they don't. But guess what? They've masked a lot of the different things, and they're still a champion team. It's crazy. So watch here. My point is, would you agree? This can be a superstar right here. You never know. Statement year. This is back in 2011. I love it, okay? Goals do what?
Demand change.
Come on, help me out, guys. It demands change. So immediately, what if I told you, I'm sitting here, Kizzy, I'm like, golly, I got to write mine down. All right, look, come on, that's tough. You're making $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year, and you're sitting there going, I got to write mine down. Yep, you do. In order to go to the next place in life, you've got to have what? Direction. Things you want. And immediately when you stop putting those things on yourself, you what? You coast and you just kind of look. There's nothing else to fight for. I'm slowing down. If you notice, I'm slowing down. It demands what?
Thanks.
That one statement, I was an ex-football player, was enough for me to get moving on goals. Right there. That's simple. I don't need to hear nothing else. Goals demand change. Right? And I wanted to what? Change. Now watch here. It says change your what? Look, they change your thinking. Well, how do you change your thinking? Just by what? Come on, look. Look. I'm trying to help you because some of you are like, tell me how to change my thinking. Oh my gosh. There's got to be a formula. No, stop. How many of y'all are very simple like me? It just says goals demands what?
Change.
Change. So show me somebody with goals, I'll show you somebody that's disciplined. Show me somebody that's disciplined and there's results there, I'll show you somebody with what? Goals. How many of y'all like that? It's going to change your thinking for you as you move what? Forward to hit those goals. So watch here. Habits, behavior, habits, behavior, habits, behavior. It's everything, right? So associations, wow. Associations. Associations, and more important is disassociate. Disassociate. How many of y'all need to disassociate with who you've been hanging with? Or who's around you? Just kind of immediately look, just put an invisible wall up. Can everybody do this? Look, just go like this, look. Zip. Come on, help me out. Zip. Zip. I'm in my positive shell. All right, okay? Kind of like a sleeping bag, you know what I'm saying? So when you get around negative people, start doing that crazy crap. Look. You're like, what the hell is that? I'm getting away from negative people. Or let's do like one of these. Do something like this. Let's go. Look, just do like this. That's below the what? Belt. I can't talk like that. Below the belt. I can't go there. Below the belt, it ain't working in my life. Because once you start getting in that conversation, would you agree? Nothing but negative. Right or wrong? Right. How many of y'all can do that?
I like that one.
That's a simple thing in office. Next thing you know, it starts having office, you go, flip it. Troy said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Just have a game. And you say, Troy, that's kind of weird. Yep, everybody else is weird. We're normal. We're normal. We got to get away from the weirdos. Man, that's a good saying right there. Write that one down. It was good enough for what? The top trainer in the United States, Wyatt Harris, and a trainer that was at IMG, left IMG. You can Google this stuff up. And now he's a head trainer at Florida. Both of them were just like two kids in a candy store. Like, you realize everybody else is weird. We're normal. And there's two best trainers in the country doing like this, and they got hired to motivate people. Is this crazy? And 90% of winnings being what? Excited. So Troy Fields thinks like this. Because guess what? Art Williams said 90% of winnings being what?
Exactly.
And then the great Bob Sever said, you got to seize it to what? Seize it. So I'm sitting there going, oh my gosh, I can do this. I'm already excited. And guess what? I see things that other people can't what? Can I just find anybody else that kind of gets there with me? And is willing to what? Come on, say it. Even when you get your ass what? Come on, that's the hard part. You get your butt kicked, guess what? You're not making the money you want to make, or you're just brand new and you don't get it. It's hard. I'll do it when I make it. That's why you won't ever what? Make it. Thank you. You just asked me that question earlier. I'm giving it to you. All right, now watch. What's this one right here? If you change number one, then everything else will automatically what? Golly. Look. If you change number one, then everything else will automatically what? Change. How do you change your thinking? Look. One thing leads to what? How many of y'all fired about setting goals now? I mean, I would get super fanatic in the next 24 hours to do it, if you hadn't already. Share it with Daniel. Look, I'm being real. He appreciates it. He sends me his goals all broken down on his PowerPoint and everything. Now I've got what? I've actually downloaded my keynote and my thing about my iPad. Why? Because I'm going to use that to show other people how to do their goals. You must begin today to change your thoughts if you are to accomplish your goals. Change your what? Life. Your current reality, see how they're underlined? Is a result of your current way of what? Your beliefs and your values, your convictions, which drive your what? Behaviors, and therefore your... You ever heard people say, I can't seem to get what? Out of here? Right? Because all the crabs are pulling me down? Well, get away from the crabs. You be the one that changes. Hey, look, if the place you're staying in ain't positive, guess what? Change the place you're staying in. You got control. How many of y'all are over 18 in here? You got control. Please don't let other people what? Look, this dude's a quack. He's a quack. But you know what? He drives around. He drives around in a Lear jet.
Right.
He hangs with multi-millionaires. He's been on a millionaire show. I don't know. You know why? Because he talks about quacky crap. Just want to be somebody, guys. Look at this. Look. So watch. 2012, 8 rules for highly effective goals. 8 rules. Here they are. This is 2011 going into 2012. Things don't what? They don't change. People do. And the genius behind Primerica is saying the same thing over and over and over. Once you have a philosophy and once you know it works, you keep what? Selling it until it lands on what? Omega? Fertile soil. Thank you. 8 rules for highly effective goals. 1, highly effective goals are written. How important as a squad, D'Artagnan, how important for a squad, Terrence, is it for us to get the goals in our pockets?
Grow.
It's everything. How important is it to feed our Facebook page with goals? How important is it to feed the successes of our goals? That as they happen, we start what? Simultaneously feeding it on Twitter. Come on! Technology is beautiful. Jared? Because there's going to be a day when you're going to leave that damn plant out there and you love hunting, you love fishing, you love all the stuff that down the bayou brings, right or wrong. Where are you from there? Guess what? Wouldn't it be great if you can just do that every damn day and have 4 appointments every night? Yeah, because you got to visualize it. Now watch, look at it says, people write down their goals are 10 times more what? Likely to what? Than those who have only mental what? See, smart people say, oh, I got no goals. I got it. This is what smart people do. And then they try to force upon you the way they what? Think. Remember the thing that says, don't let others rent space in your what?
Head.
And then they try to make you feel like you're inadequate because they know so much more than you. Listen. So watch here. People who write down their goals are what?
10 times.
How many of y'all got that out of this? Don't remember nothing else I said, just remember that one. People that write down, so let's use this multiplication theory. For you smart people in here, you ready? How many of y'all want to grow like quantum leap? If we got 30 people in a room, and 30 people set their goals, 30 times 10 is how much?
300.
And those 300 have goals in their pocket, times 10 is how much?
3,000.
Who's in with me? And it freaking, excuse my French, I'm jacked, guys. Pray for me. I got to change my language in 2013. But you know what? I want some ruthless people. Is that okay? I'm sick of pretty people. Is that okay?
Yep.
I am. I really am. They wear my butt out. Nothing's ever right. Nothing. Nothing ever makes them happy. Nothing. Can you just get on board? Here's where we're damn going. Matter of fact, let's just clean it up when we go. That's what I'm called to do. Okay? So watch real quickly, okay? You got to hear this. What was my point right here? Because I'm getting jacked up because I'm realizing how important this is. For not only me, for what? My teammates. Man, what was my point? It was good. 10 times. 10 times. 10 times more likely to win just by having goals. So it's important for our new people to already have goals. New people need to have goals. What did Brett Berg say? If you went to that meeting, he says it's a necessity. It's like it's everything to get them off to a what? Fast start by having goals. Guys, this is it. Goals. Your first goal to do is what? We got to get you a list. First goal. Start getting them doing goals immediately. Goals. We got to get you a district manager. Who got the district manager the last 2 or 3 weeks? Look, you went, right? Did Carlisa get the district yet?
Yeah, but she made it.
Never been promoted yet, so we'll do it officially. Though she made district. Did my beast make district? My beast made district. What? No, we got what? My beast. We got Ashley. We got what? Carlicia, right? She's already got her license, but my beast and Ashley don't. Right? But they're coming. They're coming. But that makes you what? Uncomfortable. Like, damn, if Carlicia is writing it all up on the board, guess what? I'm coming. How much money you make, girl? Yeah. Woo! I'm sick and tired of giving it to Brian. Now. B, people with written down goals earn 10 times to 100 times. God, okay, come on. Can y'all? You think I'm kidding? Because I've what? Got away from writing down my damn goals. We all get in those different times in our life, right or wrong? Right. You think you got something today? Wait, you come on, no, it's just it was your goals. So look, how many of y'all see this, what I see right here? 100 times more than equally gifted people. What does it say? Look.
Equally gifted.
Didn't Brett Berg talk about that? The ones who make more attempts is the ones that have bigger what? Goals.
Right.
That's all it is. Come on, how many of y'all get tying that together with the other day? This is it. So watch, 10 to what, 100 times more than equally gifted people. How many of y'all feel like you may not be as gifted as somebody in here? Wasn't that the whole speech? You may not be as gifted, that's true, but you can beat them. You can beat everybody in this room, partner. Watch, 10 times more than the equally gifted people who neglect to put their goals in what? Why do you think Bill uses College Temple? Because he's disciplined enough to what? Write down his goals. And guess what? Therefore, by writing goals, we know the numbers. Guess what? You're 10 to 100 times more likely. So that's a good bet. Writing your goals. They do what? What's the word here? Your what?
Brain.
What did Bill say? And look, Bill said this the other day. I mean, I heard him say reticular activator system. You're like, what the hell is that? Reticular activator system is something in the brain. Once you tell it to do something, when you hear something that your reticular activator wants to do, your brain wants to do, your brain picks up on it like a radar. Right. They're talking about life insurance over there. Let's go talk to them.
Right, man.
You wouldn't have heard them before because it wasn't a what? Goal. You have a baby. You have a baby. How many of you have ever had a baby? Would you agree? You do things now because of reticular activator. You hear things that your husband wouldn't hear. Whoever's in the house with you, they wouldn't hear, but you hear now because what? You want to take care of the baby. I didn't hear the baby cry. Did you hear the baby cry? But the mom hears the baby cry. How's that happen? Oh, that's some hot stuff.
Great.
Because of the reticular activator system. It means something. There's a goal there. You want to treat that baby the way it needs to be treated so it becomes what? Great. Bottom line, you got a connection.
Hey, Troy.
Yeah.
That's almost like if you're looking for recruits and stuff like that, and you're looking for good people. Once you get into the company, you start going around, you start seeing people different. You start, if I see a person across the street, be like, hey, let's go talk to him. Let's go talk to them. Reticular activator, it enhances your awareness.
But if Troy Fields doesn't have a goal to get 50 recruits, I'm getting 12 codes, minimum. 50 recruits, 12 codes, what's going to happen to my business? Had 9 last year, great, I can beat myself up. Well, you don't, Dad. Right? 4 codes, though, I got 4 codes out of 9 recruits, but you agree I go get 50 recruits, what's going to happen to my codes? I'll probably have 20 codes. I'm just saying 12 because I don't want to overshoot. But by having that, what, 50 recruits, and what? Ooh, this is what I'm doing, ha! Would you agree? Somebody hands this out, I thought you would get 50 recruits. Yeah, humming gator. Hot air. Oh yeah, that's all I need to do to motivate my ass. Are you thinking I ain't gonna do something? Does this make any sense? How many of y'all think like me?
Yes.
You need to. Tough world out there, right or wrong. You become more what? Just by having it in writing, you become more conscious. Look at this, look what it says. Do you notice things that will help you achieve your goals? Help me out. Yeah. You start picking up stuff like this on look, Trey, am I right? Versus trigonometry, now you like want to put that book aside, you already did, but now you want to like read motivational stuff. Because it means something towards your goals. Look, you notice the things that will help you achieve your goals. Everything in the universe, they did the secret over this. Everything in the universe works this way. Once you start feeding things in the universe that are good, good things start what? Look. The trees start working for you. Air starts working for you. The people around you start liking you because you smile and you look different. It's weird. It just works that way. It feeds. How many ever got around a positive person at a ball game or whatever and you kind of like, man, I like that dude. As simple as taking a picture of Rob Thibodeau, which was in my business, right? He was in my business. I put it on Facebook. And Rob Thibodeau and his son, watch this. You got to see this. He was 8 rows up from me. I ain't seen him like in 15 years. One of my first guys I recruited. He was living in a little 1-bedroom apartment. It probably cost $200 a month. Broke as all get out. Couldn't export gas. I'd pick him up. He stunk like hell. Look, you got to hear this. Stunk. I'm talking about stunk. Went to meetings to Baton Rouge with him. Baton Rouge. Bill would call him because Bill loved him. Because he was a worker. He was a believer. He was a dream guy. Look at him and his son. Is that a shot or what? Mm-hmm. Look at him and his son. So I took the unselfish me, because he sent me a picture. I got to show you this. Guys, He sent me a picture. This is what's cool about it. Hopefully that y'all can relate to this. He sent me a picture. This is the picture he sent me. He was 8 rows above me. He sent me a picture of him taking a picture of me. Like I was at the Dome watching the game. He was 8 rows above me, and he took a picture and sent me a text during the game. And he put on it, you got a friend up above you. So I look up. So during the game, I went and took a great shot of him, and then cropped it and everything. Cropped it and everything, and sent him the shot. Look at this. Look at this shot. You can't get a shot like a son and dad. Look at that. Look at that shot. Look at that. Look at them looking at each other the same way. Look. You know what that was? When Vilma caught the interception, went in the end zone, and he has the Vilma jersey on. Look at that. First time they went to a Saints game together. Look, I get chills. So you got to be able to impact other people's lives. Right? Because I took it upon myself. I was with my son and my wife, right? But I went up to the stadium. They didn't see me. I'm like this. Look. Like a kid. Wanted to give them a what? Blessing. And I sat there privately and sent him a what? Picture of him and the son. He's like, man, that's why I love you, bro. You know, and then he put it on Facebook. It went on Facebook. How many of y'all want to be a part of other people's successes? Yes. That picture right there will last with him and his son forever. Forever. That was like a snapshot from God. They both looked the same. It was like this. Looking at each other like that. Man, that's awesome. Some kids don't have a dad. Can y'all relate to what I'm saying? In that experience. That's no price tag on that. So watch. Writing your goals down stimulates your brain's reticular activator system. I'm giving you some simple key points. Written down goals give you a scoreboard. Wow. So I've heard from great speakers, like I'm using Bill Whittle, my coach, right? If you go bowling without pins, it wouldn't be called what? Bowling. If you went to a football game at halftime, what's the first thing you look up to?
Score.
Why? Because you want to see what's going on. Can you imagine life without a scoreboard? Even McDonald's has millions served. They keep score. Can you imagine a CEO that doesn't keep score? It wouldn't happen. It just doesn't happen. But average people, 95% of the world doesn't keep score. You know what? They keep score on other people's lives and what they're doing and who got this, who got that, who screwed this one, and y'all right or wrong? Come on. Ain't that crazy? And matter of fact, don't worry about what they think about you because they're thinking, well, who's thinking about me? Help you measure your progress. So if you have a scoreboard, so later you can evaluate and learn from what you've accomplished and where you've come from. Man, I love that you asked me questions. What did you do to win? So there's one thing y'all can see in me. Guess what? I've gotten to a level you might want to get to. Hey, I don't choose to have to go work so damn hard. I'm not going to do that. I love undercover boss. I love it. Matter of fact, I was sitting there going, because I'm going to find other people that think like me, that doesn't want to get away from work. I didn't say that. I hadn't missed a Monday morning, I don't know how long. I ain't missed no Saturday training class, but I don't work. Are you kidding me? I don't miss Thursday nights. Y'all see what I'm getting at? What is your example of work? Undercover boss kind of figures it out for me. Because I've always said, guess what? Henry Ford, guess what? They challenged him. What does he know about cars? Guess what? Come on in here, and guess what? We'll put the speakerphone on, and my engine guy will answer those questions. Anybody want to be a big leader like that? I have too many leaders, and guess what? Beat up the big leader because they think like that, because they don't ever think they can get like the big leader. So therefore, I'm just taking everybody down. Ah, it's disgusting. Woo! Come on, Norvell's laughing right here. He goes like, yeah, I got it, coach. I'm coming with you. And other people sitting there going, oh, you buying in Norvell, huh? Yep, I am. Writing down your goals increases your self-what?
Confidence in yourself.
Your self-worth. Written down goals are accountability contract. Ooh, God. Written down goals are accountability contracts with yourself, and therefore they strengthen your character and boost your self-confidence. Highly effective goals are stated in present tense as if they already happened. Look what it says here. This allows you to recruit your brain to help you. Recruit your brain to help you. How many of y'all would agree you only use 5% of your brain anyway at that? This creates structured tension in your mind. Creates a gap, breaks harmony. It creates structured tension. What does that mean? Once you start setting goals, your brain's like, it starts working. It immediately, like, is this too deep for some of y'all? I know I'm kind of leaving some of y'all, right? But we can relate to it if you're brand new in here. Guess what? You just might want to make $1,000 a month. How many of y'all can relate to that? Come on. Man, this is kind of high stuff. I'm not even getting in for the 100 grand, but I want to make 1,000. Yeah. Amen. Guess what? Just put your goal 1,000 a month. And guess what your brain starts doing? Working on getting 1,000 a month. All that is 2 or 3 sales as a district manager. Okay? Look what it says here. Your mind will create a new field of sight. Your mind will create a new field of sight. It signals to your mind that you are not where you what? Want to be. God, this is crazy. Versus I will, which provides less pressure. I will. I'm going to do this. I will. No, you don't want to say that. This has already happened. How many of y'all see what I'm talking about? When I talk about 2000, almost it's already happened. Who's coming with me? Y'all get the point? Man, my son's trainer, I love him to death. Here's why I love him. He's just like me. And you know what I love? I love the text he gave me. He goes, Troy, you're my brother, dude. You're my brother. Man, he don't ever open up to people like this. You ever get around him? It's like he prides himself on toughness. He calls me his brother. He gave my son a Sonic Boom jacket that he was wearing, took it off, gave it to him, and said, man, you're my second son. Why? Because we have a kindred what? Spirit. I talk to my son all the time. I said, Chandler, what is Wyatt Harris? Give me some things about Wyatt Harris. He goes, Dad, whether it's right or not, he's going to sell the crap out of it. With passion. What does Anthony Robbins say? Just have a little bit of what? Passion. Can I find anybody with passion? And that are willing to what? Sell it to other people. Sell it to other people. People can join something, right or wrong. Right. What do they usually join? The one that's most what? Passionate. What do you think Sean Payton's going to bring to the Saints? Come on, help me out. Right. Passion. What do you think Bill Whittle's going to bring to what? This hired. Come on. Passion. What do you think John Addison's going to bring to the company? Passion. Heart. Passion. That's the first things that come up. So don't you think we need to work on that? Come on, guys. Let people know you're excited. Let's give an idea. Somebody that's not excited, how do they walk? How do they walk? Lethargy, kind of like, I can't get from out on it. It's like heavy. They're heavy. How many of y'all see people excited? They're like kind of like something's pulling them up. Mm-hmm. Come on, how many of y'all know what I'm talking about? Kind of like the Seahawks. The Seahawks, something's pulling them up. It's like, are you kidding me? They're about to dominate. And it's kind of like the Redskins. I hate them playing together because they're both great. Because they got that something that's pulling them up. How about the Colts? The coach got leukemia. And they're playing for something bigger than what? Themselves. That's what the team means. Guys, the Rhinos are thick-skinned. Damn the torpedoes, out in the jungle. We ain't normal. Yeah, we are. Everybody else is weird. I want to stay on that topic. All right, now, am I going over too much here, guys? Write this one down. I need a whole bunch of these. Whole bunch of these. They talk about Jerry Jones, and I don't like the guy, right? But I got to respect him. Why? Because he's won a lot of things, right? But you look. I just don't like his mentality. Like, we're just gonna buy up everything. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. It's kind of like Donald Trump, because he can. But he went from $400 million team to what? A $2-point-something billion team. It's the highest team in the country, NFL. It's worth more than any team in the nation. The Patriots and the Redskins are $1.6 billion. How many of y'all would have loved to make the investment when you made it 15, 20 years ago? Highly effective goals are stated positively, right? Remember, we think in pictures, so you cannot picture what is not. Let's go over that. So we think in pictures. What is it going to look like when Carlicia is at the convention and she's going on stage as the top personal producer, because there's a category for that, the top personal producer from bank to bank. How cool is that going to be? See them like this, look, she got a new outfit on, like crazy. Coming up, and guess what? She's raising that plaque up like this, and Norvell's taking pictures like a Chinese person. You know what I'm talking about? Plaques going across, right? I guarantee you there's a lot of reasons why Ray is here today. And there's a lot of reasons why he couldn't have been here. Right? Because I promise you, he's got more reasons why he couldn't be here than he is here. Because there's not many people that's helping you grow, right or wrong. Y'all feeling me on this? So sometimes you feel like you're on a what? You know what? You're right. But guess what? When you come here, zip, zip. I'm in my positive shell. All things are positive in here. And guess what? The key to it is when you get out of here to go what? You start what? Kicking. So once you start realizing the world has what? It's crazy. Then you get kind of fooled because everybody's driving nice cars. Everybody's at what? The movie theater. Everybody's at games. How can it be so bad? What you don't realize is a lot of people. And just at the place you're at, those are on credit cards and other things. It makes it look like it. We went to the fireworks and I'm telling you, we're like, oh my God, it's all going to blow up in 10 minutes. And there's people, I guarantee you, they couldn't afford the fireworks. They get like the big package and everything else so they can look good in their city. Hey, my street, we got the fireworks, the splash. And they're spending like $1,000. I'm telling you, it was like nothing. I was blown away. I'm sitting there rationing. Rationing. And my son goes, I thought we had millions. That's why we got millions. Y'all understand? Rationing. Oh, what? So I'm getting like jumping jacks and packs. I'm like getting, a bottle rocket. They don't sell those no more. I got the big ones and the Roman candles where you go. Hopefully they don't blow up in your hand. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I'm telling you, if we spent $120 compared to some of these I'm like, man, I need to open up a firework business for about 2 weeks. I'm a business owner. I think like that. Man, are you kidding me? They had guys out there getting people to come in and park. Would you agree it's a vision? Some of them aren't as what? Successful, and it's right next door. Because this one's got more lights, more people working, and it's got more cars. I'm going to that one. Must be a bigger sale. Yeah. Come on, guys, I'm trying to give you how to build it. Remember, we think in pictures, so you cannot picture what is not. So here's the thing, if we think in pictures, you got to see it before it even happens. Man, I see our base shop reenacting ourselves, reinventing ourselves with new people. Bunch of new people, bunch of new people, bunch of new people, bunch of new people. Troy Fields leading the way, leading the way, leading the way. And here we go. Here goes the base shop, bigger than anybody in the state. We're doing it. There ain't no question about it. Because I've already what? Visualized it. I've visualized getting up there and putting the sign on my back. It's a big target. Hey, MVP. My name's Troy Fields. How y'all doing? The sign on my back saying, come on, try to come get me. I like that. Is that okay? I don't like being in the crowd going, oh, look at that. They're champions. Let's clap for them. Very simple. By the way, would you agree everybody else that's not winning, that wants to get to the top, wants you to come down? Please don't get back in the game. Matter of fact, stay retired. Woo! Why? Because they know if you get in the game, guess what? They might not be able to get the top spot.
Right.
Right.
And be cautious everywhere you are. Those people might be right next to you. Keep what? Keep moving. Come on, guys, look at me. Look. You ain't getting in what? My head. Whew. Trying to help some of y'all. Some of y'all listen to your compadres up in here. And they're renting space in your what?
Yeah.
Where are we going, team? Help me out. Where are we going? Come on. None of y'all said it yet. Look. 2000. This is the 2000s, ain't it? Oh, wait. That's a good. Oh, my gosh. 2013. 13 RVPs. I like that. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's like 2013. This is the 2000s. We're going to recruit 2000 and 2001. 13 RVPs.
2000 family help, 2000 recruits, and 13 RVPs.
For 2013. How many of y'all like the way that jingles? Sure.
The numbers that's hierarchy number, that should be shot.
Hierarchy numbers.
Because
Really?
do 1,000, 1,000.
Everybody thinks you're crazy. You're loco, dude. Man, did you hear what he said? He's all fired up. Let's just see if he hits 500. He might be able to hit 300. Y'all realize people saying that in here.
Right.
And I'm sitting there going, look, I love you. Oh, this guy thinks just right. I can conquer the state with this dude.
That's why he's a winner.
Come on, I want to break this thing right here. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get it.
That's why he's a winner.
Look at that, man. You got Omega Supreme, man, at number 3 for the future journey. Top 3, top 5. You got Down Fellow, number 9.
Why you get
2 months. Come on, man. I'm going to do 1,000.
People are like, yeah, they finally got a license. They're doing it. See what I'm saying? I'm telling you what people are going to do. Just telling you up front. There they go again.
They ain't ready, man.
Troy got lucky. If I stay with somebody, guess what? He's over on them now. Oh! Can anybody go back to when you wanted anything? Hopefully it's a Primerica win. I promise you, you're like I am right now. You were jacked. I'm unstoppable. This is what we're doing. This is where we're going. I don't care what you think.
Coming with me?
Come on.
Make go that man.
And if you have more people that aren't thinking like that, you look like the darn weirdo. But all it takes is 2 or 3, Luis. That's why Luis is accepted here, because that dude's a bulldog. That dude thinks right. That dude hangs with us wherever we go. Woo! Just saying. Just saying. Why do you think they want Sean Payton back? Because he's not normal. He brings a bat when he comes out. The bounty. Are you kidding me? Now he's gonna be like, dude's making $8 million a year. $8 million a year over 5 years is how much?
40 million.
To coach. Does he ever step on the field? Come on, does he ever step on the field? No. Does he ever put the uniform on? Who coaches? Ooh. Where's my clicker at? Y'all see how it's moving me? Can you imagine Troy Fields with goals? And only 2 or 3 buying in with me. Trey, look, Trey, 18 years old. Everybody's like, he's buying with an 18-year-old. He's about to get his ass kicked. I'm like, keep thinking that way. Because last time I checked, if it was on anybody else's team, would you agree they'd be loving on that dude? Look, I'm going to say it again. If it was on their team, would they be loving on Big Omega? Would they be loving on, look, would they be loving on Luis? Oh, Luis, you're my man, boy. What you need? Let me give you some CDs. Let me get you better. Here you go. Go sing. But if it ain't on their team, guess what? They ain't going to do that. You got to watch out for people. Look at my eyes, look. Don't let others rinse face in your what? Head. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Most people focus more on what they don't want. And therefore they get what they don't want. Whatever you are most aware of is what you will get. Highly effective goals are consistent with your what? Personal mission statement. What's your personal mission statement? What's your personal mission statement? Man, young cat over across the way, he challenges my thinking. I'm telling you, that dude's like 20 years old. You ever get around him? Mm-hmm. Anthony? Yeah. Challenges the way I think. Oh, what? Crazy. He's already got, and he ain't got Bill Whittle in his life. He ain't got all these other people. He grew up from nothing. It don't matter. What I love about our country. He finds a what? Way. The beautiful part is it's already set up in Primerica. Can I just find the one shade that want to win? Just bring them in. Come on, guys. Let's get 100 in here. Let's get 200 in here. Let's get 300 in here. Let's get 400 in here. Let's go to multiple nights. I do not want to what? Look at me real quick. I don't want to control. Look, I don't like control. I want to lose what? Come on. Can everybody say, I want to lose control? Can everybody say lose control? Lose control. Doesn't that feel good? Can everybody say lose control? Lose control. I want to lose control. Are y'all understanding me? I don't want control. I don't want that. I want a life. I want to lose what? Control. Your goals should cause you to grow to the person you what? Were created to become. This better be taped. Because I'm telling you, there's certain things that's God's what? Given through me to y'all today that's powerful stuff. It ain't talked in a whole company like this. I promise there's nobody in the company talking this way. I don't care who it is. Guarantee you, Brett Burks, I don't care. Look, Brett Burks studied history. Brett Burks studied what? Successful leaders, and all he's done is made up a canned presentation. That's what he talks about every damn time. And it what? Works. Come on, guys, I'm not trying to what? Look. It's the value, the why that keeps you motivated. It's the value, it's the why that keeps you motivated. I see my mom, 71 years old. She motivates me. I want to take care of her. Anybody like me in here? My dad, it's always been the brick, always been the what? Stud of the house. But then I started realizing as you grow up, man, he was a stud, but guess what? I thought bad of him. Right? Maybe he wasn't getting no sex. Maybe, y'all see him getting that? I don't know all that stuff when you grow up. Does this make any sense? But he's out there providing for the family. Never around stuff, but guess what? Y'all see? So who are you going to judge? I didn't know certain things. Both of them are beautiful people. So guess what? I want to provide for both of them. My kids that don't know any different, they didn't choose me. They what? Were just born. Now I want to create something special when they're 18, 19, 30 years old and they're kids. Guys, we can't slow down. Most of us are looking for comfort, and what if I told you life ain't ever comfortable? The higher you get, the more uncomfortable it is. You just get more rewards. And you got more people that are uncomfortable that you're helping grow to get comfortable. Isn't that crazy? That's what keeps Bill Whittle going. Because he realizes the high what? Responsibility he has for starting what he started. He started this and now he wants to finish it. He knows it never can get finished. That's the great part about it. So every day you wake up and you're like, let me go start out and let's help some more people. When you grow and become more valuable as a person, you automatically move closer to your goals. Man. Number 5, highly effective people. There was 8, right? 5, highly effective goals are specific and measurable. There must be no fuzziness in your stated goals. No fuzziness. So immediately I changed this, Norvell, from 2,500 to 2,000. Why did I do that? Because for 5 years, Norvell, we've been at 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 recruits, 1,000 families. For 5 years, we hadn't grown. That's been the way it is. 1,000 families, 1,000 recruits. 1,000 families, 1,000 recruits. About 100 codes every year. That's our hierarchy. So by me putting 250 codes, that's what? More than double the norm. Right or wrong? Right. And by putting 2,000, more than double the what? Norm. So maybe we can shrink it down. Hey, 6 months, let's go knock that out. 6 months. Still the year's goal. 6 months. Let's see if we can knock it out in 6 months. Y'all see what I'm getting? So I'm not setting myself up for failure. If we miss, guess what? We can still hit it. Man, that's fun. How fast can we go help 2,000 families? How fast can you hit your goals of 500 families? 500 families, how fast? I guarantee you just start speaking like this, 500 families, 500, we're helping 500 families. Who's coming with us? All it is 10 people helping 50. All it is 10 people helping 50. Anybody want to come help me? It's like an auctioneer. 10 people helping 50, 10 people helping 50, 10 people making 50,000. How many are in for me? In Louisiana, you think there's anybody who wants to make 50,000? Have free time and all the things they want to do, they can grow with it, have benefits, go to Hawaii with me? Come on. Anybody want to come? Hey, listen, this is where we're going. We need to have more people in the office talking like that. And I'm definitely a Steven Seagal movie. I understand if you already checked out on me and all that stuff. I do understand, I do. Because I'm starting to realize how crazy I am. Ain't many people like me. You understand? You heard me? Okay? It's kind of weird. Run's weird. Y'all ever seen him run? When I go eat sick, man. Yeah, he's like, he hits like a son of a gun. All right. So each goal should be measurable so that you or someone else can evaluate your progress. The more specific your goal, the more clear you should be about the steps to achieve it. More specific, more specific, more specific. So how in the world are we going to go over 30 and 30 as a base shop? That's the first month out. First month out, I want to go over 30 and 30 in 5 codes in 2013. That's the first month out. The first month out, I want to let them know, guess what? There's a solid team here. There's a solid team here. Oh my gosh, I want eyes wiggling. How many of y'all are motivated by other people? Come on, help me out. I'm motivated by people saying I can't do it. I'm weird like that. That's how I'm motivated. Tell me I can't do something. So quietly, by our names not getting called, guess what? They tell me I can't do something. I'm already done. Y'all getting me? So it's motivating the shit out of me. So 30 and 30 specifically, how that's going to happen, all I know is I can control 4x5, and I'm better than 4 recruits. I promise you I'm better than 4 recruits. I'm going to go get 8 to 10. If Shay can go get 4, oh my God. If Meg can go get 7 in a week, oh my gosh. Omega, you getting this?
I'm getting it.
It comes down to what? Goals, desire. If that was a desire of mine, guess what? No problem. Let's go. The more specific your goal, the more clear you should be about the steps to achieve it. Look here. The more you focus, the more the resources will appear. The resources will appear. Once you start focusing on securities, isn't it amazing how you start getting securities? Once you start focusing on getting that next license, isn't it amazing how you get licensed, Daniel? Daniel set a goal, set a date, and finally just what? Buried the hatchet and went and studied. It was torture, but he did it. But how good do you feel now, Daniel? Seriously. Real good. I guarantee you the other side of your mind's like, damn, I got to do something now. You see what I'm saying? It's no different when he knows what I'm about to say. It's no different than him running about saying, oh man, if I just have my license, if I could just get active, y'all take it for granted, man. You know, I talked to him and said, man, y'all just don't know. I don't see how y'all can't get at least 5 sales. How do you do that? But then when he got licensed, guess what? Then he's like, he waited about 30 days. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, he didn't come to meetings, kind of get rejuvenated, reacclimated. The more you focus, the more the resources will appear. Watch here. A clear direction will increase your motivation, enthusiasm, commitment, and belief. The more clearly you define your goal, the more creative you will become. Creativity demands what? Pressure. So be specific. Number 6, highly effective goals are time-bound. They're time-bound. They're time-bound. What I love about Primary is every 30 days, what? We have a competition. Every 30 days is our scoreboard. Every 30 days, every 30 days. So there's 12 games. So grade yourself. How many of y'all want to come out 0-4 like the Saints did in 2012? Man, I don't want to come out 0-4. I want to come out 4-0. How about y'all? What I know is a district manager